Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to the Average Joe Dividends YouTube channel. If you've been following this journey, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe so that you do not miss future videos. Also, please click the like button to help me grow this channel and get the word out on dividend growth investing. Getting paid just for owning stocks, this is what dividend investing is all about. This is my weekly buy video, and my current strategy is to deposit $100 of my own money per week and let the portfolio do the heavy lifting for me going forward. All dividends received will be reinvested back into that stock from which it was received. My goal is to put this money to work for me in the long term to build a growing and reliable income stream. I am a long-term buy and hold investor who focuses primarily on individual blue chip stocks as well as ETFs and CEFs. What we are looking at right now is my M1 taxable stock brokerage account. And let's take a look at the performance from the last week. And we can see we're just up 0.36%, a gain of 714.55. And we can see how most of that has been market gain. And you can see a little bit of it was dividends. And what I'm going to show you next is I'm going to jump to the activity log, and we're going to see where that $100 deposit went to. And we can see this morning, here's my $100 deposit. You can also see over the weekend, I got a dividend from Starbucks. So that's why we have this 106.28 going to work for me. And let's take a look and see what we bought. And first up, looks like $5.89 went to Amgen. And then Pfizer, $23.41. Duke Energy, $3.40. Walgreens, $2.32. Black Hills, $1.89. And here's where the majority of where the $100 went to. And it went to AbbVie. Looks like that's what I bought the most of for $63.06. And this Starbucks right here, this is a dividend reinvestment, or what they call a DRIP. And the next thing I'll show you in this video is I have a Google spreadsheet here, and I'll leave a link below. This is where I track all the positions in my portfolio. You can see it's pretty simple. Just list the company, ticker symbol, the current share price. It just shows, or actually just uses a Google Finance function to pull that, and the number of shares. I have a tab called M1 Data where it's pulling that data, and what I'm going to do shortly is I will pull the M1 data and it'll update the number of shares, my cost basis, and it's also going to update my average monthly income for this portfolio. And I think it's really important to track, and we'll see how that progresses as well. You can see the market value, the cost basis, my gain or loss in the investment. You can see here at SCHD going down. It's been lower than 70. It's just above 70 right now. You can see right now I'm down, even though I've been paid $1,500 in dividends. And in the end of June, I'll be getting a pretty good sized dividend, probably more than the $6.48. I expect the dividend per share to go up. And you can see it's marked in purple. And the reason why I have SCHD and JEPI marked in purple is those are variable. Every quarter, every month, the dividend changes. And you can see here, you can see the current yield on this. If you buy more shares, this is a yield on my cost. This is the date it's going to pay me. You can see I have everything arranged in here by dividend pay date. You can see every day. Sometimes I'm getting multiple dividends per day. And it's like an advent calendar. It keeps going. And what I do is once a new dividend date is announced, then I put the new date in and I reshuffle the deck, and it's constantly paying me dividends. You can see here for the month of May, let's just do a quick count up and see what I've received so far in May. 284.68 is what I've received in dividends so far in May, and I'm not done yet. I'm waiting for one last one, and I'll do a monthly recap video and go one by one and actually show you in the activity log from M1 that I received these dividends. Rather than just telling you or showing you a spreadsheet, I'll show you the amounts hitting my account, and just showing you some proof. And let's see, next up is you can see the dividend expected payment. This is an actual dividend paid in this column, and this is a count up of all the dividends paid. And I'm also tracking the increase of the last dividend if there's been a dividend raise. and also the likely month that the company announces its dividend raises. And I'm going to scroll down here. I'm going to show you what I was referring to earlier, which was my monthly cash flow. And right now, the portfolio is at $800.36 for monthly cash flow, which is pretty nice. Of course, I'm looking to always increase that. And my monthly cash flow will go up when I purchase more shares of dividend-paying companies, and when those companies raise their dividends, and when I also reinvest those dividends, it also changes that cash flow. Things that can lower it are if there's a dividend cut, or like a JEPI has been quite variable. There was like 3 months in a row where JEPI cut their dividend and then it came back up. So things like that, it can bounce up and down. But overall, though, through the quarters, through the years, I'm going to be seeing this monthly cash flow just going up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to update this M1 data sheet, and all I do is I'm going to grab the data from M1, I'm going to paste it into this column here. It's going to be a paste special. So I'm going to go to my holdings tab. So if you have M1, you can, again, I'll leave a link below for this Google Doc sheet, and you can see how I do this. It's quite simple. I just start from name, and I'll grab everything. I'm just going to do a copy. What it's really doing is it's pulling each stock name, and it's pulling the number of shares, and it's pulling cost basis. That's all it's really doing. I'm going to go over here, do a paste special, values only, and it's going to update that monthly cash flow average. There, you just saw it change really quickly. So we're up to $800.74, and I'm going to put a line item. I can't have like a ledger here where I update any purchases, any dividend drips, things like that. And let's see here, we're May 30th is today's date. Just going to do a quick entry here, and we'll get the total. And then we're up to $800.74, so a pretty modest difference here. There we go. So what it did was it changed my monthly income by 38 cents every month, and that was because of a $100 deposit. And Starbucks dividend drip. And before I go, I'm going to show you my dividend tracker tab here. And I've been tracking this portfolio since January 2021. You can see how the portfolio value has gone up. And we can see this is in column C here. This is the dividend I've been paid every month. You can see that it's gone over $1,000 a couple times. Last month, $540.86 is what I got paid, and so far we're up to $284.68. You can see the quarter by quarter dividends, those are just going up, up, up. You can see the increase as well as a quarter on quarter percentage increase, and these are the annual dividends. And I'm predicting in 2023 I'm going to get around $10,000. That's my guess. And you can see here's the average monthly dividend. And the reason I calculate average monthly dividend is the first 2 months of the quarter are usually lower paying if you own a lot of dividend stocks, and your last month in the quarter is going to pay the most. So what I do is I add those up and divide by 3 and get a smooth average monthly dividend, and that way it's a lot easier to track progress. And you can see for the month of May with my deposits, we're up to $500. There's 5 Mondays, and so that's updated. So I change every month. I'm making an additional $4.55 just by reinvesting dividends, and $100 a week. You can see is a pretty modest 0.57% month over month gain, but that's also because there were also some, let's take a look here and see if there's any any headwinds. There was one headwind of JEPI lowering its dividend. So if JEPI had not lowered its dividend, I would have gotten an additional 467. So there's things like that. You can go back and take a look at this log if you want. Like SCHD back in March lowered my average monthly dividend by $38. You can see some other one. JEPI did it again. Let's see here. JEPI did it again. But I anticipate JEPI and SCHD, though, in the future, again, really raising those dividends and getting me well above the $800 mark. You can see we just made that, just went above $800. My goal is by the end of 2023 to get that to $900. We'll see. Hopefully I don't fall short of that, but that's all I want to show you for this video. Thanks for sticking to the end. If you got value from this video, please click the like button and also subscribe and pass the video on to other people who are interested in dividend investing. Thank you, everyone. Take care and have a great week.